Here now is Republican Congressman Jason Lewis from Minnesota. He is on the House Budget Committee, and no doubt he's not getting much sleep in the next couple of weeks. Congressman, let's stay with the 401ks for a second, because there seems to be mixed messages coming out of the White House and Congress. Let me first play for you Kevin Brady. He's the chairman of the House Ways and Means. That's the tax writing committee in the House. Let's hear what he said to FBN earlier today.
We're going to strengthen 401ks and IRAs, and we're going to make them bigger. We're working to reach a good solution there. If not, we'll leave them as they are. But I think we can help people save more.
All right, I worry when somebody inside the Beltway says, I can help you. And that's why I think Donald Trump tweeted out this earlier this week. He said, there will be no change to your 401k. This has always been great and popular middle-class tax break that works, and it stays. So change or no change? Which is it, Congressman?
You mean, David, you're skeptical when the IRS says, I'm here to help you?
Exactly. When anybody inside the Beltway, including you.
Look, if 1986 is any indication, there's going to be a lot of give and take between now and when the final bill is signed. I would just say this. If you have economic growth, and remember during the Reagan recovery, we had 5 straight quarters of 7% growth. You know, we've had a couple of good quarters here, but there's more room to grow. If you get growth, you will get more savings. When you lower marginal income tax rates and you get those animal spirits activated once again, you get more savings by doing that. So the primary emphasis here has got to be what tax policy promotes growth.
Congressman, I agree with 100%. I agree with everything you just said, 100%, but you still didn't answer my question. Will we have no change, as the president said, on 401ks, or will there be some change?
Well, look, the House Ways and Means Committee has to come up with a bill. Hopefully we'll have that next week. The Senate Finance Committee has to come up with the bill. Then it goes to conference. Now, I can't predict interest rates, let alone what a tax bill is going to look like. But all I'm telling you is in order to get from 7 rates to 3 rates, in order to get the top marginal rates down, everybody can have every deduction they ever wanted. Personally, I like 401ks. I think they've been a great success. I would push to have those in there. But understand, we have to be flexible to get marginal income tax rates down, and that's what promotes growth.
All right, here's another thing that concerns me. Talk about new taxes. We have a talk about a wealth tax, a higher tax than we have now of above 39% for the wealthiest Americans, and then something called a foreign investment tax, the details of which are kind of vague. Shouldn't we just be subtracting taxes, not adding new ones?
Well, under some reconciliation rules, it's got to be revenue neutral in some cases. So the committees are looking for revenue. Democrats are trying to protect the state and local tax exemption that goes to upper income earners. And they're saying, like some other people, well, let us keep deducting these state and local taxes in New York and California, and we'll settle for a higher rate. The other aspect of that is to remove that elimination so you don't have to have that higher rate, and you can collect revenue there and have a level playing field. So you've got some strange bedfellows here when liberal Democrats are trying to protect a deduction, the state and local income tax deduction,
that's
predominantly
for the rich.
88% of which goes to incomes over 100,000.
Exactly. It's very strange. Just one question out of the box. I hope you don't mind, but Robert Mueller is the special counsel looking into the Russian investigations. Robert Mueller was head of the FBI at the time that a lot of stuff was going on concerning Uranium One, which is now in the spotlight and may become part of his purview in investigating Russia. Should he recuse himself, as Jeff Sessions did, from the Russia investigation because he was in it?
There are a myriad of conflicts of interest with some of these agencies that are now investigating things. And, you mentioned Uranium One, but there's also the dossier and who was working with Fusion GPS and what people were there. And for heaven's sakes, if, quote unquote, the deep state was involved in promoting a fake document. So we've got to get to the bottom of this. Most of this is very, very troubling, especially as it pertains to government agencies being involved and not just political operatives.
So Mueller, should he recuse himself, yes or no?
Well, I'd have to look at this from a legal analysis, if you will, and I'm not a lawyer, but I will say this. There are a myriad of conflicts of interest, David.